Welcome to Spotlight. I'm Leanne Baker, and I will be speaking with Kim Dooley today. Today's show is sponsored by Simcoe Energy Gas Company. Well, hi, Kim. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for having me today.
Absolutely. You've got a big thing happening up pretty soon in Port Huron. Tell me about it.
We do. Well, the Crosstown Showdown, the game itself is Port Huron High School versus Port Huron Northern High School. Been going on for a lot of years, and it's a game that's a lot of fun. And 2012, the Port Huron Schools Endowment Fund started the Crosstown Showdown Tailgate Party.
I've heard about that. I have heard about that. Tell me about it.
Well, we have two annual fundraisers for the Endowment Fund. One is the Case for Kids Fun Run that happens in June, and the other is Crosstown Showdown Tailgate Party. And you buy your ticket for the end zone. Gates open at 5:30. You get to come in. We have a great buffet down there that's football, fair food, hot dogs, nachos, that kind of thing. Reserved seating in the end zone, and it's just a great time to be a part of the community.
Yeah, that place is packed that night, isn't it? I've drove by, and well, of course, my kids have graduated, but back in the day when it started, we always went, and it's just such a wonderful evening.
You know, it really is, and they average about 5,000 people, I think, from the community at that game. So that's a really large percentage of our entire population, and I think they've even been as high as about 7,000.
Right, yeah, oh, I'm sure. And you know, so many kids come back, that's what I noticed, that have graduated.
They do. Actually, we've gotten a couple calls from class reunions
right.
that are happening this year that are coming to the game.
Maybe you should advance onto that as well. That'd be cool. So I see you brought a hat.
Yes.
Are you going to be selling those?
We will have these for sale. Cedar Hill Graphics is doing them for us, and they're going to have them in a couple weeks. And, you know, of course, there's lots of great Port Huron Northern Huskies gear and Port Huron High School Red Hawks gear this year.
That's right.
So I think a lot of the Port Huron High School will be investing in new logoed wear.
Now, is that all for sale at the game as well?
That I don't know, to be honest with you, but I know each high school has great school stores that you can stop in and purchase. Okay. But for those in the community that either no longer have people at either one of those schools and just want to come out and support the event and the game itself, this is a great way to wear your neutral colors.
It's very cool. I like it. It's
Thank
very
you.
nice. So how much does it cost to come to the game?
Well, the fundraiser tickets are $50 a piece.
Okay.
And there's a family cap of $150. And that is, of course, get you into the tailgate party. But really, at the end of the day, you're donating to the students of the Port Huron Area School District.
Okay. Okay. So you can either buy a ticket just to the game, or buy the ticket and help support the fundraiser and
Correct.
be at the tailgate party.
Our tailgate party is a fundraiser for the Endowment Fund, which grants money out to the students within the district. Okay. But anybody can go to either high school, to the office at the high school when school opens, which I think is the 7th, maybe?
Yeah, right after Labor Day.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they can purchase a game ticket there, or tickets are, of course, always available at the gate that night.
Awesome. So I would imagine both bands will be on the field at halftime as well.
Absolutely. Well, I don't know if they're both on at halftime. They will both be on for the pregame show.
Okay.
And our program, we actually are honoring the veterans this year.
Oh, cool.
For those that aren't aware, this is actually the 75th anniversary of Memorial Stadium.
No way, really?
It is, which is a super huge landmark for our community. It is a beautiful stadium. It's one of the best in the state.
It is.
And this is the 75th year anniversary. So our pregame show will be honoring veterans from all our branches of the military. And there will be commemorative coins available for any veteran attending the game if they bring their ID card with them. They'll be able to get a commemorative coin that has Port Huron High School's logo on one side, Port Huron Northern's on the other.
That is very cool.
Yes.
Now, where do they go to get something like that? Just come to the game and there'll be a booth or
There'll
something?
be signage right at the gates directing them, and we'll have volunteers there directing them where to go. And if they are unable to attend the game and would still like a commemorative coin, they can go into the Port Huron Area School District office after the game for the next several weeks to pick up their coin.
So the most important question, when is the game?
The game this year is Friday, September 22nd. So not
that's
long.
right. Yeah.
It's coming right up.
And what time should I be there?
The gates open at 5:30 p.m. I have seen people lined up as early as 4 p.m. If you are participating in the fundraiser portion and, that contributes to the endowment fund, you can kind of come anytime you want because you'll have a special entrance to come into and there's reserved seating in the end zone. But if you're coming to the game as a general participant up in the stands, they fill up fast.
I'm sure they do. Well, Kim, it sounds like a wonderful night, and I'm sure everyone in Port Huron will be there.
It will be the place to be.
It will be. Well, thanks again for joining us, and thank you for joining us on Spotlight.